treating
on dental.
On dental. We were trying to improve and increase the spectrum of coverage. We're still struggling on that.
You had a veteran who needed more work and he couldn't get it.
We did. But those experiences just made you realize what it's like to be sick once again.
Yes.
And with the nonprofits behaving in such a manner, I felt that it was time that we as patients, as communities, have better options in terms of supporting our scientists and researchers.
Have you gotten, I want to make sure the cameras and everything get it, do you have something in mind? Do you have something that you thought about or started?
Having worked for a whole entire year with a very, very strong team, we decided to look at different models on how society and this problem that we have could be better solved, maybe in a technical manner. We looked at the Wikipedias. We looked at Facebook. We looked at Twitter.
Look at what's out there, huh?
It's amazing. If you could wake up and find out what a friend of yours halfway across the earth is doing, whether it's important or not important, but yet a scientist can't find out the same information about research, and a patient can't reach out to that particular scientist.
No, they're hidden from us.
Well, they don't hear from us, and patients don't know where to go. We decided to work on a platform, a new platform that we believe will change the way research is being funded. And we called it cureall.org.
Okay. People can go on?
People can go on.
Cureall.org.
We plan on launching this platform sometime in mid-December, completely.
Okay.
And what we would like to do is provide a place where the sick can get on and look at all the researchers out there doing work on their particular condition, where researchers can get on and educate the general public globally on what their work entails and what results they're getting. Utilize this platform where researchers can directly ask for support, both moral and financial.
How absolutely marvelous.
And even more importantly, allow researchers to share information freely. So you don't have to wait for a publication, a quarterly publication or an annual publication to share your data. You can put your data up and you can share it. The public will see the researchers in a completely different light. They will know who's making progress. They will know who is sharing, which is crucial in this time and age. And they can decide who they want to support. And they can see where their money is going directly. And this platform is not going to have any CEOs that are going to be paid. It's going to be a true nonprofit, nonprofit where the operators are not being paid a salary, and patients can donate directly to researchers with no interruption.
And how will they do that? So it's cureall. .org.
Yes.
And do they just go onto their computer, onto that?
They do. And they don't have to donate. They can just simply go on.
But if they
and
did
learn.
want to donate, what would they do?
PayPal.
Oh.
There's something called PayPal.
Okay.
They're going to have the researchers' checking accounts, banking accounts online.
Okay.
They're going to donate directly to the researchers. They are not going to donate to anybody else but the researchers.
And what researchers? Where will you find these researchers?
That's a great question. We're in Boston.
Yes, so but will a researcher just come on and be part of this? Or?
The part of the reason why we are probably going to be launching sometime in December is we are actually meeting researchers and talking to researchers. We're trying to figure out who to admit and who not to admit. We are trying to create teams of patients, teams of doctors to decide who they would like to admit to the platform. Because we don't want to just have anyone be admitted. We want to make sure that we can do the utmost in terms of admitting those that we feel are legitimate. But we don't want that decision to be made just by clinicians. We want that decision to be made by patients, their families, and researchers as well.
Who is the team that is getting researchers together?
For each disease state, let's say for diabetes alone, we will have a team of patients that have diabetes, their family members, and researchers that are established on this team. They would be the ones that will decide as to who should be on and who should not be on.
And then somebody like me will go on.
Yes.
I have diabetes. Will I find the latest information? What will I do with it?
You will find the latest information not in terms of what's the latest information this month. You'll find out what they did yesterday.
Okay.
You'll find out what they did the last 20 minutes. Just like on Facebook, you can follow them.
Will I use any of that information? Will
Absolutely.
I take it to my doctor, or will I use it myself, or how will I do this?
You can take it to your doctor. You can use it yourself. You can share it with your family members. But most importantly, you'll have an opportunity to ask these researchers questions.
Oh, you can. All right. And
when was the last time you could ask a researcher,
never,
a scientist,
yes,
a question?
Never. Incognito.
Have we ever thought about this? Maybe they're interested in hearing from those who they're working so hard to save?
Yes.
Have we ever thought about this?
No, and when they collect for cancer, the Jimmy Fund, they talk about researchers. They're like a distant person hidden in a room, in a laboratory, and you have no idea. You hope someday they'll find something, but you have no idea how far they've come, how close they are, or anything. But in this particular situation, you're saying we will find out. We'll be able to go right on and say, gee, yesterday, will they share that information? Will hospitals and people let them? Will the Surgeon General let them come out with that type of information?
Society has always rewarded those who are willing to share.
Okay.
They have always rewarded those. Those who are willing to share, regardless of where they are on this planet, will be rewarded by society. Not by government, not by nonprofits, but by society. Those who share and those who have presented to the public useful information, I believe will be supported by the public, both morally and financially.
So let me ask, I know that people are thinking, how do they get on this? How can they contribute? Is it up and running yet? You said December will probably be.
It is.
Is this a huge undertaking for you with everything you have, 3 practices?
Your career is very, very important in life. But there's nothing more important than your health. And there's nothing more important than the health of your family and your loved ones. We have a very successful practice. We've always done the right thing. We've supported the community. We've supported the marginalized. But I felt in the past year, having been sick, I understood what it was like to be sick. And I made a decision that I need to utilize my skills and my knowledge in helping those who really need help. And I feel that the Cure All platform will be the change agent. It'll be something that would make the world the right place for all of us.
So what can the viewers now do? How do they find out how close you are? How do they, other than you coming on, and which I'd love it, and talking about it, how can they zero in on this?
The Cure All platform, the website, has a sort of an opening page, if you want to call it,
okay,
where you can enter your email. And once you enter your email, we'll have you in the database. And once the site is up and running, we would love to inform you. But more importantly, remember I told you about the boards that are responsible for selecting scientists?
Yes.
We are looking for people
Okay.
with different disease conditions that want to make a stand, that want to contribute, participate in the selection process. If you are out there and you have a disease condition and you feel that this project is something that can change your life, send me an email. I'd love to be.
Do we have your email for it?
It's on the web. It's
Oh,
on
okay.
it's on the bottom of the screen. I
Okay,
hope.
excellent, excellent. It is, yes.
Send me an email, and share with me.
They're telling us 5 minutes, that's why I was
Sure.
trying to get everything in.
Share with me your availabilities and your willingness to participate in selecting and reaching out to these researchers.
This has never
We
been
would
done
love you.
before. This is wonderful. You had something happen to you, and the whole process made you very skeptical. And you are really a scientist yourself. A dentist is a scientist, and you did. And as you say, 3 practices, treating the marginalized, always caring. Suddenly, you were confronted with this, got sick, and it's amazing that you now are treated with no medication. You have your A1C levels of within the normal.
Yes.
And so scientists have always sort of been in the background. They're hidden. I mean, they're that secret ingredients to the mix. So now families who want to join in, or one person or 2 or whatever, so they can go in, email,
Yes.
and then and what will happen then? What is the next step?
We will reach out to them. We will ask them to even meet with us. We'll talk about their disease state. We will learn from them. I don't know about every single pathology out there. I'll learn from them on their conditions. Together, we'll reach out to the scientists and researchers all over the world, and we will decide who we would want to join our platform. We will create the best healthcare directory, research scientist directory in the world, and we will make a commitment to support those researchers and change the world.
And the average layperson has no chance of getting close to a scientist, but you have.
But why, you know?
Because, I mean, it's just not done.
It shouldn't be that way.
I agree.
It shouldn't be that way.
Because our information from scientists gets trickled down until we finally get it.
It shouldn't be that way, and it has to change, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to change.
They're telling us they have a couple of minutes. Anything we didn't get out there?
I think that.
I think it's a wonderful idea.
I think that I want to say as a clinician that now being a patient as well, I understand what it's like to be sick. The existing healthcare system is unacceptable. The way we support our scientists is unacceptable. The way that we've given away our power to decide who to support, how to support, that's unacceptable. We need to change, and we need to look at the problem from the source, and that is only through supporting research to find cures will we actually resolve our healthcare crisis. That is the only way.
I think it's marvelous that you decided this. I think maybe in a way you have this so this can happen.
I think so too.
And you look marvelous. You've lost weight in your own health. You are a wonderful example for people. You're a doctor, but you are a patient too.
Yes.
And this has happened to diabetes.
And I'm a son.
And you're a son. And you have decided that something has to change.
Something has to change.
And I think you are in a position to change it a little bit more than the average person.
I think that we all need to think differently, and we all need to make a move.
And you have to be your own advocate anyway in the health field.
You're right.
You have to ask the questions, be your own advocate. This is a chance for you to find out, oh boy, I'm going to find out right from the horse's mouth what has happened. I like that idea of the families coming together and helping to pick the scientists and everything.
Phyllis, I think you summarized that pretty well.
Well, I think that, will you come back often? Or?
It would be a pleasure to come back. It would be a pleasure to come back and talk about what we've been doing, what the progress is. It'll be a pleasure to bring some of our team members to come here and talk to you.
Oh, that would be wonderful. You'll get in touch with me. It shows you how wonderful you are. You haven't talked about your practice, but talked about something to help people. We have to go.
Thank you.
So I will say thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.